Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, March 27th. YouTube Live. A little late. I was watching the last part of the Dodger game and was answering some emails inside. And then I realized it was 7 o'clock, so I'm here now. So taking my cough drops. Hey, Terry, how you doing? I'm guessing you're at a restaurant today? There's a few more people. Hey, Captain Will. How you doing, Captain Bill? How you doing? You running down south Colonnade or something? Brian, hello. Hey guys, we got Captain Bill joining us today. That's cool. Terry's at home. So just a reminder, coming up next week will be our swap meet. In case any of you looking for some used fishing tackle, help support our youth foundation. Here is the swap meet information. It's going to be Sunday, August 6th at my office in Cerritos. So come out and support us. That'd be cool. Yeah, there's a few more people. Let me see if this will play since Captain Bill's on. Play that for Captain Bill. We were on his boat last year for a day and a half, and on It was just an awesome trip. Got all those tuna. We'll also be on the Malahini this year too. And we have somebody new joining us, Danny RC from England. Danny, do you watch my TV show in England? We air on Fishing TV. It's a platform there in England, based in England. So I don't know if that's how you found me or just found me on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us. And just so you know, Danny, the gentleman here you see, William, on here, Wilkinson, he's a captain of the boat that I just showed, fishing out of San Diego. We were on a 1.5-day trip with them, and we caught all those tuna. That was a phenomenal day. We had extremely windy weather toward the end of the day. We left a couple hours early because it was getting bad. But thank you for joining us from England. I know it's only 2 in the morning there. It's really early. So thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. I thought you liked that, Bill. I played that for you. We should probably do this too since it's a new day. Here we go. Thank you. Hey Jerry, how you doing? We have Jerry with us from Hemet. Christopher's on. Alan's here. Mike. John the Tuna Slayer's on. John's fished with us on Captain Bill's boats before. So Danny says, I met you when I was 14 years old in Ensenada. Oh, you worked out at Gordo's. Cool. So you're Mexican. Did you grow up in Ensenada in Mexico, or are you English? Yeah, that was fun fishing those old days on Gordo's. I would drive from East LA all the way down to Ensenada, get there at 5 in the morning, buy my ticket, get on the boat, start fishing at 6, fish all day, and then go get a hotel room. And then do it again the next day, and then go home. That was fun. Fun old days. Was it Ernie was the captain, I believe, right? And Chino was the cook. And I've never seen a deckhand like Chino. He was a short Mexican guy, super, super nice. But I'll tell you guys a quick story about Chino. One time I was on the boat with them. We're fishing out of Ensenada. And there was a bunch of Americans on there that were drunk, of course. And they couldn't catch any fish. And the barracuda were biting. So they were demanding from Ernie that they wanted their money back because there weren't any fish to catch. And I had like a half a limit of barracuda, and a bunch of other people had a bunch of fish. So Chino pulled out a spoon, not a lure spoon, nothing like, let me see if we can find the jig here. Nothing like a real lure, not a bucktail, not a surface jig like this, like a Magic Meadow Light. What Chino pulled out was a spoon, like for making coffee or having soup or something like that. So he pulled that out, and he told the guys, he goes, I'll bet you $10 each, the 4 of them, that he'll catch 10 barracuda before the 4 of them could catch 10 barracuda altogether. And he would just use that spoon. And he punched a hole through the handle and punched a hole through the scoop of the spoon and wired a hook on it, threw that out there, and he caught the 10 barracuda and the other guys had only caught 2. So he made $40, and the guys shut them up, and we had a great day fishing. But Chino was a great guy. Yeah, I miss those days. That was when fishing down Ensenada was just really, really fun. The dirt parking lot was still there. You could park right there in front. None of those big buildings were in front. And you could see all the boats in the marina just driving through town. That was a fun, fun time. Well, thank you, Danny. What are you doing in England? Then thanks for finding us again. I guess you live in England now? But what's your job there in England? That's cool. Never know who you're going to run into. You never know who you met early in your life you're going to run into again. So it's nice to see Danny found me after all these years. That was a long, long time ago. That was before I was on television, which is 39 years now. So that's cool. Since Captain Bill's here, we should let him know what the bait report is for San Diego. Let me see if Jonas gave us a report this week. I'm pretty sure he did. Where did I put it? It's got to be in here. Where is the bait? Oh, here it is. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, Warren. Hey, Samuel. How you doing? Yeah, you guys, please hit the likes. I have 32 of you here on now, and I only have 18 likes. So this is for Captain Bill, so when he goes to the bait receiver today or tomorrow, he'll know what's available there. And this is Jonas, who learned how to fish, caught some of his first fish at our Youth Foundation events up here in LA, but now he works in San Diego.
What's going on, Dan? It's Jonas from Everingham Brothers Bait Company again, giving you the bait report. I hope it's been very popular. Anyways, Dana Point, we're going to have 4 to 5 inch anchovy. Mission Bay, we're going to have 4 to 6 inch anchovy. No more sardine at Mission Bay right now. And San Diego Bay still has 4 to 7 inch sardine. So for your sardine needs, go ahead and head over to San Diego Bait Barge. Our bait boat captains are fishing every week, and it's changing. It's pretty up and down. I'll keep you posted. Thank you, guys.
That's Jonas from San Diego. See, Captain Bill, we get bait reports from San Diego. And partly because one of the first fish he ever caught was at one of my free kids fishing events. So it's nice to have support out there. And in case you guys don't know, Captain Bill is the only boat, the Malahini and the Horizon, to work with me in San Diego again this year. Can't get any boats in San Diego to support me, but Captain Bill is doing that. He's kind enough to join us here today too. Hey Joaquin, how you doing? Joaquin says there's mackerel at every pier. That's good. Hey Rick, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting over that cold and the flu that I had from the PCS show. So I'm doing a little bit better. Hey Danny, when you get a chance, send me pictures that I can share here from England, because the people here would like to see it. And I'll be in Europe in October. Maybe I can stop by there. But so you're a caretaker there. That's cool. They catch tuna there. I didn't know they catch tuna there. I know they catch tuna in France. I know they had tuna there in England. I thought maybe it was too cold there, but probably bluefin. That's pretty cool. Sea bass. And from what I've seen online, the number one fish in England is carp for lake fishing or river fishing. So Kevin is at another. Kevin, how did you even get to Las Vegas when you can't walk or anything? I thought you just got out of the hospital 2 days ago. Don't tell me you drove your wife all the way to Vegas with that infection you have. You should have just had her fly there. So Tyler was fishing on the Victory on Monday. Got some whitefish, sculpin, sheephead. That's cool. And a mackerel. Yeah, anytime you spend time with Captain Bill, it's special time. Great captain, great fisherman, and a great fan and supporter of our TV show. So I appreciate it. I wish we had more captains like that out there. Just to remind you about some of the other trips we have coming up. From Mexico, we have a bunch of people already signed up for the East Cape for May. And that's coming up pretty quick, only about 2 months away. And here are some pictures from the last couple of years on my trips down to the East Cape. So we'll have that trip in May, and it's around the third week of May, second and third week of May, and then we will be in Alaska in June, and we have plenty of room for Alaska. I think we already have about 15, 20 people from Mexico, maybe over 20 people from Mexico, but for June we do have plenty of room for Alaska, and here's a little bit about Alaska. If you've never been to Alaska, it's really something you guys all need to experience sometime, and I'll be going back this year. So that's Alaska. So if any of you are thinking about going to Alaska, join me in June. It'll be a fun trip. Be lots of fun. And join me on the Malihini and the Horizon this year. We have trips August and September. The Malihini trip, remember, you must have a passport to sign up, because if we find out that it's wide open yellowtail fishing at the Coronados, we're going to go there, and you're going to need a passport to get there. So that's why it says on there, if you're going to sign up to join us on the Malihini this year, you need to have a passport. Alrighty? For the Horizon trip, the day-and-a-half trip, you do not need a passport, because we will be more than 12 miles offshore in Mexican waters. If we end up in Mexican waters, half the time, last couple years we've been ending up in U.S. waters. Alan, my mom's doing good. We had dinner together yesterday, Wednesday. So they were good. One of their god kids, Pauline, who I grew up with, we're about the same age. She was a lifer in the Air Force, and she's retired now. She came over and joined us to eat. My mom's looking better and looks a little bit more healthier and starting to eat again, so that's good. But yeah, we all got together yesterday and had dinner together. It's not, it was always nice about having mom's cooking, but now that she's been ill and recovering, she ain't cooking no more. I was just picking up food. So yesterday I picked up, what do you call it? I picked up Pollo Loco for all of us. Here is a picture of my mom from her birthday she got that day. Hello there, Houston, Texas. Al, how you doing? So that's my mom there. And then yesterday for dinner, this was all of us together. That's Pauline, who is one of their one of their godchildren. They baptized her when she was a baby. Her parents and my parents were best of friends, came from the same little town outside of El Paso, Texas. My parents were from Fabens. And Pauline's parents were from Tornillo, the next little town over. And Pauline's dad, I think he was from Fabens, Paul, because he went to the same high school as my dad. He was in the graduation picture with my dad. So that's Pauline there on the right, my mom there in the back eating her chicken, and my dad there. So yeah, they're all doing good. Just it's harder as you watch them get older and they can't do all the things they used to do. So hopefully my dad's going to come fishing with me again this year. He went last year. I took him rock fishing, but I made him use electric reel. So that he liked that. He liked using the electric reel. Worked out good. Yeah, it's late over there. Was it 3 hours later? Is it 10:30 over there, Al? And then just because we had so many kids this month for our kids club meeting, I'm really kind of concerned what we're going to do this summer, because normally we only have in December, January, March, February, we normally have like 5 to 10 kids show up for the kids club meetings. This year in December, last December, we had 50 kids. In February, we didn't have any meetings in January because of fires. In February, we had 50 kids, and this month for March, we had 60 kids. So this is what it looks like. We had so many kids, we had to break them down into 2 groups so we could get everything done. Let's see if I can find that video for you guys. But 60 kids was a lot of kids. Here we go. I like that kid's blue tongue from whatever he was eating ice cream. Hey JC, how you doing? You gonna come fish with us this year? Or are you bringing kids to the kids club meetings? Come fish with us. It'll be fun. Get more people out in boats. Just a reminder again that we have our swap meet a week from this weekend. And I don't know if I'm going to need volunteers to come over before. Kevin, if you can drive all the way to Vegas, I guess you can drive to Cerritos. But we have a bunch of rods that we need to get prices on. So again, Sunday, April 6th, come join us. That would be cool. So April 6th will be our fishing tackle swap meet. We're selling stuff to raise money for our youth foundation. Yeah, JC, come join us. It'll be fun. We have lots of different trips you can join us on. And Kevin just sent me this to share with you guys because you guys all know what Kevin likes to eat. See if I can make this smaller. But I guess it's one of those special weeks where you can buy one and get one free. It says on the bottom, available starting today through the 30th. All I have to do is mention it to the cashier, buy one, get one free. So I guarantee you, even though Kevin is stranded in bed, hurting like crazy there in Vegas, he will find a Tommy Burgers there in Vegas. Yeah, JC, come join us. It'll be fun. We have lots of full days and 3/4 day trips on our website for the TV show filming trips. Our first trip is all sold out. And the trip in June on the Gale Force is sold out June 8th. But the Sport King has dates on it. No, Sport King, the first one sold out. The Clementi still has space on it. But if you want to see all the trips, you can use this link there. And you can sign up for our trip on the Horizon, trip on the Malingini. You can do that too. Okay. Hey, Gus. Gus, do you live in Vegas or do you just love Vegas? Yeah, Robledo, you can see all the trips available on our website. And I'm doing private charters too. I'm adding a new anchoring system to my boat. So if I don't have a deckhand, I can just run the trips myself. I'll be able to control the anchor going up and down by myself from the wheelhouse. So hopefully I'll still have some deckhands, but I'm just having trouble finding them right now because all the guys that I used to use are having surgery. Chris is having surgery on his hand this week, and he needs to have a hernia surgery, so hopefully he'll have that soon too. Christopher wants to know fishing licenses, how much are they if you're out of state? Christopher, you can buy a one-day license. I believe it's $17. I don't know if Captain Bill knows. I'm sure Kevin will Google it for us right now. But yeah, I want to say it might be $20, but I think it's around $17 for a one-day license. So, Christopher, did you used to live in LA, or do you watch me on TV or on YouTube there in Kentucky? And then we have another person from Vegas. Gus is from Vegas. Gus, if you want to meet Kevin, he's at the California Club for the next couple of days. He'll be leaving his hotel room to go eat sticky white rice there at the California Club. But he'll be there for a while. All right, so Justin says it's $21 now for a single fishing one-day license. All right, so Kevin just sent me this. It looks like for a one-day fishing license, it's $19.18. For a two-day license, it's $29.42. And for a two-day non-resident license, it's more. It's $58.58. But for the one-day license, I don't think they charge a difference between being a what do you call it, a resident or non-resident. Yeah, so it's $19.18. So when you come from Kentucky, what's another $19 to come fish with us? Yeah, we'll be at a Dana Wharf, Brian, May 30th. And we have plenty of spots on that one if you want to join us. That first trip in May is all sold out. Let me put the link up there for that trip on the Clemente. It looks like we have about 15 spots available on there. And I'm sure that one will sell out too. We only have one trip out of there every year. So come join us. Rick wants to know how to catch yellowtails at San Quentin. A good way to catch them is on a jig. Throw something like this, a magic metal jig, 4.5 ounce, 3 3/8. Cast it past them, wind it back fast, and pick them off. They work out really good. You can find them on our website. It's a magic metal jig. Okay. So Christopher used to live here in California, in Malibu. Now he lives in Kentucky. Justin wants to know, just came to ask, what trips do you have for a rock fishing opener? I don't have anything. The only thing I have available for rock fishing opener is a private charter on my boat. But we're not starting to film this year until May. We've just had really bad luck a few years in a row with weather in April. So I just decided the last 2-3 years not to book any trips in April. So we will start our season off in May. May 4th is the first trip, and it's all sold out. And then the day after that, the day before that, we have our free kids fishing event at MacArthur Park in downtown Los Angeles. Rick, they've been catching yellowtail in Ensenada lately. A friend of mine was down there fishing, and he got them 2 days in a row 2 weeks ago. So I don't know about this week, but he was down there 2 weeks ago. He shared some pictures, and they did pretty good. That's pretty interesting. So Danny's talking about living in England, that he goes out and uses live prongs like live shrimp for bait in England. And then they use fishing lures, and they use sand eels too. That's pretty cool. Sam, white sea bass season is when you catch them. But normally it starts really good in June as the squid start to die off and the squid get more concentrated in certain areas. We normally catch more white sea bass then. But you never really know when exactly they're going to bite. All right, so Danny's been talking to his friends in Ensenada, and it sounds like there's lots of yellowtail right now at Punta Banda. So that's pretty cool. So Punta Banda is a point just to the southern end of Ensenada Bay there. And I've been seeing lots of pictures from my friends that were down there catching yellowtail, so I just didn't know if they were getting them at Punta Banda or getting them from the island. Hey Jimmy, how you doing? I just showed a video with you in it, Jimmy, from Alaska. Maybe I'll play it again one more time for you. Well, good. You went bike riding and you didn't break anything. That's always good news. Here, Jimmy, I'll play this for you since you're here now. And Jerry McCarty, too. He's here, too. Yeah, Jimmy, sign up and join us. We'll be back in Alaska. Be fun. And there's Eric is with us now. Oh, Jose Al there. I want to thank you for being a member here on my YouTube channel for 3 years. I think you're one of the longest members on here, so thank you very much for that. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a thing that YouTube offers to be a member of a channel. And they have different levels, so I think they start at $2 a month, whatever you want to do. And then you can also do super chats. So when we do a raffle coming up, we're going to do this $50 gift card for Johnny's Sports Shop that Kevin donated, and we should do that sometime soon. We've sold some tickets. So a super chat is any super chat over $3. Gives you a ticket, and then we do this raffle wheel here, and we pick a winner, and then that's what we'll do. So if you want to get involved in that, that's just a super chat. You can do that there. All right. And then don't forget to sign up for our fishing trips. We got the next one coming up that's available is the one on the Clemente. That's going to be on May 30th. May 30th, not June. Why am I saying June? May 30th. And if you want to look at all the other trips, like the trips we have on the horizon, the Malahini, that's our only trips out of San Diego because none of the boats want to work with us and help us out. They want me to pay full retail for their boats, which I'm not going to do. You can look there and sign up for the Malahini and the horizon and join us on those trips too. Alrighty. So please sign up and join us. Be lots of fun trips. So today we have people from Idaho, Houston, Texas, Florida, England. I'm not sure if I missed anybody else from out of state. We have JC with us. What does Philip say? Been watching you for over 10 years on television. And even at my age, I pick up some good ideas. Good, thank you. That's 73. I tell everybody, Phil, I don't know if people believe me, but every time I go fishing, I learn something. You know, I try to learn something by watching people fish and just reading the conditions and all that. You should be trying to learn everything. Yeah, we got Kentucky, we have Utah too. I forgot about Kentucky. Thank you, Brian. And Justin's from Utah. So all the landings that say that people only watch my show from Southern California, they're wrong. I have viewers all around, fans all around. I have one in England now who grew up watching me in Ensenada. That's cool. All right, so James is looking for 2 people to join him on the boat in the East Cape for May. James, I would call the hotel, talk to Elizabeth, the reservation manager, because we've had several people call the office saying that they want to go, but they're by themselves. So I would say call Elizabeth and let her know that you're looking for people and that you want 2 more people to join you on the boat. And she could find people to put on the boat for you. So call the hotel tomorrow and tell her that. So Sierra caught his first trout on a barbless fly. That's cool. Grew up watching my show at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, we were on that early for a while. 4:30, 5 a.m. Then we moved to 5:30. Now we're on at 9 a.m. So it's good. So Philip's going to join us out of Avila. He booked there. That's cool. That trip in Avila, it's the first I want to say it's like November 1st. It will be. I gotta check the dates. It will be our first crab combo trip out of Avila in about 20 years. So, and it'll be the first crab combo trip of the year out of Avila. So, that'll be cool. Yeah, James, give her a call so we can figure that out. So that trip out of Avila is on the 10th. I'm sorry, November 10th. Okay, November 10th, not the 1st. November 10th will be that trip. All right, if you guys have any last questions, I'll take them right now before I say goodbye. It's after 8 o'clock. But nice to see so many new people on here. Hopefully, you guys can join us again next week. And Danny in England, I know it's late over there. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully you can join us next week. And send me some pictures. You can send them to me through Instagram, or my email address is just my name, Dan at, in front of my website, sport-fishing.com. Or you can send them to info@sport-fishing.com. And we can share them here. And you guys don't forget about the swap meet coming up Sunday, April 6th. Sunday, April 6th. And yes, I am still looking for some deckhands for this season. So if anybody, that'd be good. 11 p.m. for Brian in Florida. Good night, Brian. All right, I think I'll say good night too, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, Captain Bill, for being here today. And everybody else from England, Utah, Kentucky, Idaho, everywhere, Florida, Texas. Thank you guys very much. I greatly appreciate it. It's nice to have fans all over the place. So good night, everybody, and talk to you all soon. Yeah, Danny, you can send me some videos. That'd be awesome, too. That'd be awesome. You can always just go to the website and send us there. Victor, I think it's starting out at any depth April 1st, and then probably September or so, October, it's going to go to 300 feet or deeper. But I haven't seen any official rules yet, and nobody's talking about being deep water only. So I think it's any depth to start out here in Southern California. Not sure what it is in Northern California. But go Fish and Wildlife website and find out for sure. Check it all out. All right. I'll see you guys later. Barbados from Pico Rivera. Cool. I was just in Montebello yesterday with my parents. All right. And JC, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. And all of you guys that are members, thank you very much. It's nice to have you guys as supporters. I really, really appreciate it. All right. Good night, everybody.